Well, I would say a warm, but a rather boiling hot welcome to the Rush Green Stadium here in East London as we bring you live action of West Ham United under-21s against Arsenal under-21s in the Premier League 2 Division 1. I'm your commentator, Tyler Morris, and to my right-hand side, former West Ham player, 76 appearances, 6 goals between 1991 and 96, Mr. Kenny Brown. How are you?
Yeah, good evening. I'm very well, thank you.
As the players just in front of us on the halfway line, we'll take you through the teams in just a moment's time as West Ham United are looking to improve on a 3-1 defeat to Fulham on the opening day last weekend, whereas Arsenal, well, they won 3-1 themselves against Manchester United. So, of course, it is a different side which we'll bring to you for West Ham United. There are a few absentees on that opening day defeat. And Kenny, I'll just ask you, do you have any special memories against Arsenal, playing for them, or just in general?
Not playing for them, but obviously when I was growing up and in the youth teams, Arsenal were in the southeast counties where we all are, and they were always tough games against the likes of the Tony Adams and David Rocastles, Mickey Thomas. A really good team, so it stretches back a long time, and obviously seeing them progress as a club has been really interesting from the outside looking in.
And we'll now take you to the teams, starting off with the home side, West Ham United. In goal, it's Christian Hegyi, with Will Greenidge coming in at right back. Pierre Ekwa in the centre alongside Jamal Baptiste, who himself and to his left-hand side Regan Clayton were involved in West Ham United's Next Generation Cup win a couple of weeks ago. The deep players in midfield are Michael Forbes, Freddie Potts with Chesters on the right, Sawyer on the left, Apia Forson just behind the striker, which is Azuriko. And then to the Arsenal starting 11. Tom Smith starts in goal. That's one of the Arsenal changes. Lino Sousa plays at left back with Zayn Monluis and Jake Orr pairing up in the centre of defence, and James Sweet coming in at right back. The midfield three consists of captain Matt Smith along with Miguel Aziz, who scored in the opening day win for Arsenal, and Ole Yinka. And then on the left-hand side is Charles Sego Jr. On the right-hand side is Arsenal new signing Marquinhos, and in the centre of the front three is Kean Edwards. We're all set for kickoff. West Ham United under-21s against Arsenal under-21s. Of course, last season it would have actually been under-23s, but the Premier League have changed that because the average age in this competition is actually 19 years old. But teams are still allowed 5 overage players, and I think there's a few in that Arsenal side today. Kenny, what are your thoughts for today? Who do you think
really
is,
looking forward to it. Yeah, like you say, they're both on. They're coming in this game on various results. Obviously, West Ham losing away at Fulham, but by all accounts, the performance was there. But a little bit unfortunate with some of the goals conceded. So I'm sure they'll look to revert that, and I'm looking forward to a really good game of football tonight.
As it's West Ham United who get our son away and played off to that left-hand side. The first touch for Regan Clayton. Is Jamal Baptiste now for West Ham United. And the first touch in goal for Hegyi. Starting in goal in that 3-1 defeat to Fulham last weekend. So West Ham trying to play that long ball forward early on. Apia Forson was never going to get there. So Arsenal get the possession for the first time this evening. That's Tom Smith, who returned in goal for this game after missing the 3-1 win against Manchester United. Arsenal playing in the All Black and West Ham in their usual claret and blue. Tom Smith already almost in early trouble, forced to clear it long. Kept in play well down that right-hand side by Marquinhos, as Edwards was trying to help out. Marquinhos is going to try and get to that second ball, but it was strong defending in there from Michael Forbes. Arsenal get the early throw. Lewis finds Jake Orr in the centre for Arsenal. Off to the right-hand side it goes again. Olianka now for Arsenal, backtracking. Hopefully enough plays it back towards Tom Smith. Just seems at the moment perhaps that West Ham struggling to decide, do they want to press at Arsenal? Are they happy to sit in? Arsenal comfortable on the ball in these opening stages. There's the first touch for Lino Sousa, coming into a central position for that left-hand side, and now all the way out to that left-hand side. It's Segoe Jr. as he looks to take on Greenidge, and he goes around the outside of him. Important touch in there for West Ham. Can't quite get to that second ball. Quite taking the kickoff. Haven't seen much of the ball in these opening 3 minutes or 2 minutes or so. Olienka. Jake Orr now for Arsenal. On Lewis, off to the left-hand side again.
It's really important West Ham are patient in you know, the way they press. Like you say, Arsenal want to dominate that possession. But at the moment, they're doing it 10 yards outside their own box, so it's, I'm sure it's not a worry for West Ham.
Well, they certainly know how to grow into games. There are a couple of players who are involved in this squad who were in that Premier League Next Generation Cup a couple of weeks ago, went on to win it. They were 3-0 down against Crystal Palace in the semi-final. So as I say, they can grow into it. They managed to turn that around to win 4-3. So I think they will be, as you say, pretty comfortable just sitting deep for now. Pretty happy that does remain 0-0 with Tom Smith on the ball for Arsenal. Quite far outside his own penalty area for a goalkeeper. They're confident enough. And I think, as you say, it seems like Tom Smith in goal for Arsenal's been the player who's had most touches of the ball at the moment, as there he is again. This is Jake Orr now for Arsenal, wearing number 4. Off to the right-hand side as it goes. It's James Sweet, and there's one played around the corner towards Marquinhos. Clayton will be able to pick up the pieces, and now West Ham perhaps can get on the ball, but as I say that, it's a poor kick out from Hedgie. Arsenal can get going with what they were doing before. It's a great ball off to the left-hand side. Here's Segoe Jr. He's got an overlapping run. And this could be a chance down the left-hand side as the ball is floated in, but it's too close to the very tall Hedgie in goal for West Ham United, who I think will look to improve on his distribution from just a moment ago. So this time takes the simple option to find Baptiste. Greenidge now for West Ham United. First time ball down the line was read well by Sosa. And Jake Orr now for Arsenal. Seems to just slowly been creeping higher and higher up the pitch. So West Ham starting to press and forcing them back once more, and all the way back towards Tom Smith. Edwards, who got there, but from an offside position, and West Ham United get a free kick. Would you say this is a good opportunity for them to keep the ball, or perhaps as it's already on the halfway line, maybe try and start some kind of attack? Yeah,
there's always a danger when a team dominates possession early on, that when you do it on them regains, you don't want to turn the ball over too quickly again. Like you say, Arsenal have played their way into it where we haven't really had possession, so it'd be nice to have a little bit of sustained possession now.
Start with their goalkeeper, Hedgie. Clayton finds Baptiste. Hedgie's been put under pressure. Dealt with it coolly. Clayton will go down the line for West Ham United. Flick on down that far side, will be met by Jake Orr of Arsenal. Lewis finds Jake Orr once more. This is Tom Smith again for the Gunners. Kenny, I would ask you, am I right in saying assistant head of coaching at West Ham, under-9s and between under-9s and under-14s, how important would you say is it to get players at that age to play in a system of the first team manager? Is that something you tend to think about at all?
No, I think that I think it's really difficult to do that because obviously I think the life expectancy of a first-team manager at any club or in the Premier League, I believe, is something like 13 months.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you went off that case, you'd be changing systems quite a bit. But we'll have our philosophy of how we play, and the principles, basically the principles will always stay the same. So it's not so much the system, but we have the same principles right the way through the club.
West Ham starting to grow into it. Ekwa on the ball. The first long ball down that right-hand side, too long in the end, and Greenwich will have no chance of getting to that, and Arsenal will collect the ball for their goal kick. There's the first example of what we were speaking about before the game, the multi-ball system, to try and help the speed of the game across all levels. On Lewis finds Aziz. Arsenal almost played themselves into trouble, just about got it away. Sago Jr. managed to play it back towards Sousa. Bit of backtracking involved there for James Sweet, but he managed to keep it for Arsenal. He's now being pressed by Søren a bit too aggressively. And the referee for this evening's game, Wayne Cartmel, gives the free kick to Arsenal. Jay Court. Tom Smith once more. Sousa. That's a good little 1-2 with the Arsenal midfielder, Oleinka. And now they look to drive down this left-hand side. Sago Jr., who drifted inside before playing it back. Just about found Jay Court. Here's Marquinhos coming deep. Signed from Sao Paulo in the summer for the Gunners. They represented Brazil at under-16 and under-17 level as West Ham have won it back and look to break out down this right-hand side. There is pressure there behind from Greenwich, but he knew that, and West Ham will be able to keep the possession. Here's Forbes, being pressed by Edwards, so he's forced it all the way back towards Hedgie. A rather dodgy ball towards Baptiste, who will keep it in play, and I think he'll be happy with how that ended up, deflecting there off of Sago Jr. The first call for the medics. It's just like the left ankle there. Is it Lino Sousa who's down just on this near side? You would be thinking maybe time for a water break. It's pretty hot out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We're sitting right into it, and it's just drifting away, and then the sun in that corner now, but still very warm, like you say.
That is something that's going to be introduced across the weekend in the Premier League, and I'm sure we'll see that at some point this evening. 36 degrees or something across the weekend, maybe even higher. Have you ever played in heat like that in your playing days?
No, it felt like that this morning. We had a staff game in the gym at 7:30 this morning, and it definitely felt that heat. But no, I think that they're obviously the weather is abnormally hot at the moment. I think the beginning of the season is always warm, but it just seems this year has been exceptionally hot.
Brings me how the ground staff managed to keep the grass in such brilliant condition. Yeah. It's incredible.
Yeah, the conditions they've worked unbelievably well in all our sites. All the training grounds are looking really well at the moment.
It looks like Lino Sousa is going to be okay, just walking right by us on the byline. So West Ham United ready to get back underway with the throw. It's actually James Oleinka who is down. He's ready to go as soon as we are back in play with the throw. This is Baptiste now for West Ham United. Finds Pierre Ekwa. Freddie Potts now. He's been quiet so far. So finds the pass towards Ekwa again. will try to dribble inside. Ekwa will look to distribute it out to this right-hand side. Chester takes it, well, tries to take it down well. Just about keeping in play down this West Ham right. Greenwich. As Arsenal forcing West Ham back once more. They've got this high line just behind the halfway line, with Baptiste on it now. Ekwa try to feint away. And Matt Smith, the Arsenal captain, wins a free kick, which West Ham are quick to get on with. Taken out for West Ham, who, as you said early on, wouldn't have been too worried not having the ball in those early stages. They are growing into it now with that long ball forwards and perhaps a chance to win it back and perhaps a shooting opportunity and perhaps the opening goal for West Ham United. It's Kamara Sow with the goal. It was the hard work initially to win the ball back and then to keep on going and cut inside onto his stronger right foot for the superb and cool finish into that bottom right-hand corner. Didn't look like much chance there for Tom Smith, as it's West Ham United 1, Arsenal 0, with just under 13 minutes gone.
Really clinical, wasn't it? What a brilliant finish that was.
It's that mistake there from Jake Orr, but won't be in much awe of his defending to give it away. So as soon as Sawyer picked it up for West Ham United, there was only one direction he was going. That was forward onto his stronger right foot. Superb curved effort. And one shot, one goal for West Ham United. I think they'll be pretty happy with that from an attacking point of view.
No, absolutely. Like you say, they've given up possession a little bit, but Arsenal haven't hurt us. But it just shows we've got a threat going forward. So hopefully that settles us down a little bit and we can now start controlling the ball again.
And Arsenal, who had the stronger of the two sides in terms of the start of the game. Really, I'm basing that off the possession that they had to see how they react to falling behind. But straight away, you can see West Ham United a lot more eager to press with the goal lead. But Jake Orr is forced long, doesn't want to make the same mistake from the goal that West Ham have just scored. Jessers will chase. Sousa will deal with it defensively. Just about got it back towards Tom Smith in goal for Arsenal. Here's Aziz. Gal Jr. looks to play it down the line. It's dangerous. It's a great ball towards Oleyinka. He looks to drive in towards his right foot and then back out onto his left. And chips it towards the far post. It was a brilliant ball. It was picked out at that far post. And it's the new Arsenal man, Marquinhos, who levels it straight away. It's 2 goals in 2 games in the Premier League 2. And it's West Ham United 1, Arsenal 1 with 15 minutes gone at the Rush Green ground.
Wow, what a clever goal from Arsenal. Like I say, they didn't hang back. They kept that ball from kick-off and then they're explosive going forward, got down into the box and a real clever play. Showed great awareness for an easy head-in. 1-1, game on.
Well, there's 2 types of ways of crossing the ball. One is a hidden hope. One is to really pick out your man. That's what Segal Jr. did on this left-hand side. A superb chip ball towards the back post. And Marquinhos had the easy job, really. Said how would West Ham react to going a goal up? Now losing that lead, how might they react this time? Baptiste. Coolly done by Forbes. Jake Orr was able to win the header for Arsenal. Pressed again, this time by Odubeco. Been quite so far for West Ham United. Aziz looks to switch it off to that right-hand side. Marquinhos with a little bit of trickery, but I think he knew the ball went out of play. So West Ham United get a throw down that left flank. Ekwa. Now with Hedgie in goal for West Ham United. That left-hand side, it's Clayton who will kick it long for the Hammers. A little flick round the corner. And you can see there from Mifu Odubeco, who was the goal scorer in West Ham's opening day defeat last weekend. tend to get that with strikers when they don't see too much of the ball in the early stages, start to drop a little bit deeper to get themselves involved. But it's Arsenal who are involved on the attack at the moment. Marquinhos looks to switch it off to the back post. It's always going to be a difficult take there for Segoe Jr. West Ham United deal with it through Greenidge. Arsenal get themselves a throw now down this left-hand side.
Okay, you're on me then if you need.
Dawson. Tempted to get back to him from the throw, but I think he'll take the free kick. This is Jake Orr. A lot of room, but in his own half. That doesn't last long, though. Plays it off down that right-hand side. Jake Orr once more. On Lewis now for Arsenal. Aziz looks to turn on the halfway line. Finds Jake Orr again. And there's that long ball down the line, and this could be a chance for Arsenal. It's Oleinka again, just where he was to set up the goal previously. This time his cutback wasn't as accurate. Greenidge will get it away, hook it away rather, for West Ham United. Well taken by Aziz to stop it from getting any further forward. Keep on battling for Arsenal. Taken down by Edwards. And a really strong challenge in there for West Ham United. Freddie Potts.
Similar movements for the goal, like running in beyond. I don't know if he's running off Potsy, but he's getting into them areas. We've already conceded one like that, so I'm sure Robbo won't want us to see that again.
Here's Baptiste for West Ham. It's a good ball in the centre, and Chesters can now drive forward for West Ham United. He's got an option on the outside with Greenidge, who he finds. The kick goes now for Apia Forson. Ekwa looks to chip it back down that right-hand side again. Greenidge will take it down on the corner of the penalty area. Chesters will chase, put the pressure on. He wins aside the first corner of the evening. Chance for West Ham United to put the pressure back on Arsenal. This right-hand side, as we look at the chance for Arsenal just a few moments ago, as Oleinka, who drove down that left-hand side of the penalty area, but his cutback just wasn't accurate enough this time round. Here comes the West Ham United corner. Regan Clayton coming a long way from his left-back position to take it left-footed. It goes towards that near post. It might have been heading all the way in. Doesn't matter, because the header was made by the Arsenal defender. The free kick was given by the referee, Wayne Cartmel. So Arsenal get on with it quickly. The under-19s of West Ham United, which does feature a few of the players in the squad today, scored a lot of corners for a next generation final victory over Spurs. That was 8-0 against their North London rivals. It seems a little bit more competitive at the moment with the under-21s. 2 goals in the opening 20 minutes. We're not complaining too much. Tom Smith for Arsenal. On Lewis, will return it to the Gunners' keeper. Jake Orr. Still confident enough to dribble it out, despite giving the ball away for the West Ham opener. As Arsenal look to get forward down this right-hand side. There's the ball down the line from Sweet. It was a sweet bit of defending from Michael Forbes to stop Arsenal from getting further forward. As Arsenal have this throw down the far side. Is it a foul throw perhaps down that far side? I guess it's better to make that mistake now than if you are to make it in the Premier League.
As a manager or a coach, that's so frustrating to see that. Sure.
Mark Robson won't be complaining too much, of course, in charge of West Ham United under-21s. Greenidge. Forbes played that dangerous ball towards the centre, but it's worked out. is Apia Forson. Plays it towards Regan Clayton. Back it goes now. Baptiste for West Ham United. Greenidge did have space initially. That was closed down rather quickly. Time it was a bit too much pressure for the West Ham United number 2. And it's take 2 for the Arsenal throw. That time it was a lot better from Lino Soso. We'll have it down the right-hand side with Sweet. Plays it central to Aziz, who had pressure on him. Just about got his body in front of Freddie Potts. Is Aziz again for Arsenal, looking to switch it off to that right-hand side. It's just too short for Marquinhos. Clayton was there for West Ham United. There's a heavy touch from Ekwa. That's the communication you want to see from Arsenal. It was a roar of man on. Lino Sousa got on the ball. Tom Smith now for Arsenal. So we're halfway through the first 45 minutes. Seen 2 goals, but really from 2 chances.
Yeah, a lot of the football's been played in between the boxes, isn't it? Like you say, apart from the two opportunities and the 2 goals.
I wonder if that does have something to do with the heat, perhaps. Well, we'll get back to that because Arsenal are driving forward here. It's Matt Smith, the captain, leading the attack, plays it off to the right-hand side. That's a ball from Marquinhos, but it was too close to the goalkeeper, Hedgie, who was able to claim confidently. First time we've really seen a break on for Arsenal. They play it out from the back initially. It's Matt Smith driving forward, and you just saw there Hedgie confidently claiming. Chessers now has a chance just behind the halfway line, perhaps to get forward. In the end, just strings it along now to the left-hand side. It's with Clayton, looks to play it down the line. It's well read by Jake Orr. And looked a strong challenge there. Plus looks as the card out. I think it might just be a talking to. But wait and see. No, it is the first yellow card of the game. It's for Regan Clayton.
Can't remember another tackle being made in the game so far. So 1 tackle, one booking, and he was quite keen to get that card out, wasn't he? He was in a bit of a rush.
I think when you hear that loud thump when you see a challenge like that, and you've got the sound effect, it always seems quite bad. I would say down that far side, it has left the Arsenal man in a bit of pain. Looks like he's just doing his shoelaces up at the moment, so I think he's okay. But
I think it probably sounded worse than it actually was.
But it has given us a good opportunity for a drinks break. Just past the midway point of the first 45. So how would you look at it from, well, really a West Ham or an Arsenal point of view, this opening stages?
Yeah, it's been interesting. It's like we've obviously seen Arsenal have dominated possession without really hurting. Apart from the times, I think what you do notice with them is that they're very calm in possession in and around their box. When they do break through the thirds, suddenly you can see the speed and the aggression that they work to as they sort of leave the middle third and go into that attacking third. There's real pace there, so it's interesting to see how we're dealing with it. But I think we've worked our way into the game, and we're very competitive at the moment.
So perhaps a chance Mark Robson might be happy with that. Of course, you played alongside Mark Robson in the 92-93 season, a promotion-gaining campaign. Am I right in saying?
Yeah, Robbo was on one wing and Kevin Keane was on the other, and they were both fantastic for us in that season. Obviously got promotion, and I think we got promotion and both of them got sold. So how you look at it, but yeah, really top people. I think we're very lucky as a club to have both of them working on our coaching staff. Really good staff, really good coaches, but really good people as well.
And it's the kind of thing like West Ham promotions that you can see from Mark Noble's point of view. The one of our own documentary, not far from where you are right now on the West Ham YouTube channel. Make sure to give that a watch after this. Fascinating documentary. It goes into how he grew up. It goes into his first game, his time with the academy. A couple of links with Arsenal in there. So if you're an Arsenal fan watching too, it will be an interesting watch for you. It's been such a transitional period for West Ham United when Mark Noble has been here. Change in divisions, change in stadium. And maybe Arsenal might try and find a change in the scoreline at the moment as they drive in from the left-hand side. It's the man who set up their equaliser. Plays the central ball towards Matt Smith this time. This is Marquinhos now off the right. Plays it back towards Sweet. Coming deep there was Segoe Jr., who again tries to set up a goal. That time it was cleared away by Greenidge. A lot of pressure on Marquinhos, but he's cool to keep it. Here's Aziz now for Arsenal. And this time Edwards gets involved from that left-hand side. He's got an overlapping run from Lino Sousa. And a loose ball. That's good work there from James Sweet to win it back for Arsenal. Something West Ham United don't want to be doing at the moment is giving possession away in their own half. Here's Marquinhos. Look for that first-time ball down the line for Matt Smith. Just wasn't quite on the same wavelength. I don't think it was accurate enough from Marquinhos anyway. West Ham United will get us going again from their goal kick. And it's their turn to try and play out from the back this time with Jamal Baptiste. He looks to chip it on towards the halfway line, but in the offside position was Mipo Odebeko. It's perhaps a bit of a waste for West Ham United, who had a chance to get back on the ball with their goal kick. Give it away from just a simple long ball and offside. Be disappointed. I think one thing they'll be pleased with is the fact they haven't had Arsenal causing them too many problems apart from the goal when they have been in possession. Lewis plays it off to this left-hand side. It's near side. So Jr. returns it towards Mon Lewis again for Arsenal. Jake Orr now. Matt Smith will return it towards Tom Smith. Damon Lewis. This is now Lino Sousa down the Arsenal left. Aziz now. That square pass on towards Jake Orr. Too far away from Matt Smith, and it was rather thumped away by Freddie Potts. There was no luck for Mipo Odebeko in terms of getting onto that one from West Ham United. Sousa for Arsenal. Got an option on this near side. Segal Jr. So he didn't pick it out. And Segal Jr. doesn't look too pleased, just in front of us. Jake Orr. Now he'll find Segal Jr. with a superb switch of play to this left-hand side and a perfect opportunity for him to drive forward. Might get a second opportunity, might get a third opportunity. In fact, as here's Matt Smith, who thought about shooting on the edge of the penalty area. Marquinhos got to that second ball, and that seems what Arsenal are being better at the moment over West Ham United, getting to those second balls and keeping the possession. Olianka. Aziz now for the Gunners. Turns it to Olianka again. There's a one from that left-hand side from Sousa. Arsenal will be happy just to retain possession at the moment. Ham United seem comfortable sitting deep too. Though Matt Smith trying to change that as he drives forward, gets a shot towards goal. And how close was that? It's had Hedy diving down to his right-hand side, worrying.
Yeah, sustained possession in and around our box. Some clever play, like you say, ended on it'll be interesting to see how wide that did actually miss the post by.
A few inches perhaps, or was it a bit further?
For me, it probably looked a little bit wider than I initially thought anyway. But it's a warning. It's a warning, and just shows what Arsenal could do if you do keep turning over possession, especially in your own half.
It's nice to see from an academy age that Jake Orr there was quite talented in jumping to the ground, trying to get the free kick for Arsenal. But find that switch again off to the right-hand side this time for Marquinhos, and it looked like it's come off his arm. West Ham United back on the ball. Reggie finds Baptiste. Greenwich with a little bit of space on this near side. Baptiste tried to go down the line. It's picked off by Lewis, and then Chesterwood putting the pressure on. A bit too much pressure, the liking of Wayne Cartmel, who gives the free kick the way of Arsenal. Lewis will play it short towards Aziz. Back towards Monlewis once more. Tom Smith will find Jake Orr now for Arsenal. Smith once more. Jake Orr. West Ham United holding their defensive line just behind that halfway line. What initially stopped Arsenal from progressing forward. That might change now down this left-hand side. Sousa. Back to Lewis. Here's Aziz. Look to switch it again to that right-hand side. Taken down well by James Sweet. Matt Smith will play it back towards Jake Orr. Lewis again for Arsenal. Off to the left-hand side it goes this time. Chesters will put the pressure on from a West Ham United point of view. Matt Smith comes deep from midfield. Play that long ball again down that right-hand side. It was well seen off by Marquinhos, the pressure there from Clayton. Of course, it's on a yellow card. Marquinhos looks to drive out the West Ham United number 3. Yep, just wasn't quite on the same wavelength. Here, Forson will try and get it away for West Ham. Wins aside the free kick. Take a second look at it. Just a kick out from behind, perhaps. Maybe a more obvious pull of the shirt there from Lino Sosa. Ekwa plays it off to the right-hand side. It's Baptiste. It's always risky when you turn into trouble and then play that crossfield pass. Ekwa will get a second opportunity at it now. Seemed to be lacking options, but he didn't seem to need them, as Chesters now has it down the right-hand side for West Ham United. Tries to take on Sousa, plays it back towards Greenwich. Ekwa, perhaps a shooting opportunity on the edge of the area. It was a strong challenge, too strong from the referee.
Yeah, really clever play from Pierre there. Got out a little bit of trouble on the halfway line, then followed his ball, and like I say, enticed a foul on the edge of the box now, and maybe a good opportunity for us to get a shot on goal anyway.
Also a yellow card to come. The Arsenal man, it's Jake Orr. And good to see the consistency from the referee. Of course, Clayton got booked for a strong challenge, his first challenge of the game, or first foul of the game. Same for the Arsenal number 4, Jake Orr now. And this will be very interesting. Very interesting from a West Ham United point of view. Was strong there from Zach Orr. The medics in front of us, just making sure they are, well, seeing if they are needed. It's like United number 4 is going to be okay. The Arsenal number 4 on the West Ham number 4 on a bit too much force. Why West Ham will have this opportunity. Just under 10 minutes to go of the first half. It's West Ham United 1, Arsenal 1. Goes the called the shaving foam from the referee. We are almost set for the free kick. Look like Arsenal are going to try that man under the wall, which you see quite often in the Premier League these days. A tough view for all the spectators behind us looking on. Sun shines down. Man taking it. Will it be a bright free kick? Wait and see. Not on this occasion, and not a bad touch from the steward behind the goal. So that wasn't the desired outcome. Looked like he tried to curl it towards that top right-hand corner. A little bit of spin, nowhere near enough. Arsenal look to play it out down the left-hand side. It's a brilliant take by Olienka as he looks to play it down the line towards Sego Jr. Going to take on Greenidge and go around the outside of Greenidge, who this time was able to defend strongly.
Yeah, good defending there by Will.
Important he didn't stop a repeat of the Arsenal equaliser. But what he can't stop is an Arsenal corner to come down the left-hand side. Aziz is out to take it. He'll go short, get the return. Aziz again. A rather scuffed effort towards the penalty area. Sousa will break out with it though for Arsenal. Here's Marquinhos. Sousa once more looks to curl it towards the centre of the box. And Hagi, who's seemed confident really with every ball that's come close to him so far this evening. He's confident again there. Too much pressure on him that time. Now West Ham have it here with Greenidge on this near side. Clayton for West Ham United. Play it down the line. There's a good little flick around the corner. Or a good idea, I should say, from Sawyer. With 5 minutes to go the first half. Probably not the time, I would say, to change anything. Would West Ham be happy to allow Arsenal the ball, which they've done for most of the game? Or would they want to change it the last 5 minutes, try and go into half-time with a lead, which they did have, of course, not too early on in the game. On this, finds Aziz. Impressed by Freddie Potts. Breaks out now for Zach Orr. Ooh, drift inside from Sweet. Looks like a little tug of the shirt there from Chester's on Sousa. He looks happy to come into that centre from left back, the Arsenal number 3. Instance to win his side the free kick. This is Matt Smith now. Plays it off to the left-hand side. Miguel Jr. towards Matt Smith again. Aziz now, he's got runners in behind as he looks to play that ball in behind, and this is a big chance for Arsenal. It's not taken. It's cleared off the line. It might have been going wide. West Ham United coolly get it clear. Greenidge will now try and play one down the line. Too far away from Apia Forson. Probably the best chance we've had, despite the 2 goals. Sousa looks to drive forward again for Arsenal. He's been dispossessed, and this is Chester's now for West Ham United, as it is starting to open up just before half-time. Sawyer now down the left-hand side. Ekwa returns it to Sawyer, and returns to Ekwa again. Baptiste now. This is the highest he's been in this first half up the field. Greenidge down the right-hand side for West Ham United. Toe punts it back towards the centre. Freddie Potts. Greenidge. Here's Baptiste. Ekwa just in front of the centre circle. Sawyer now for West Ham United, looking to take on Marquinhos. Plays it back towards Clayton. Baptiste again. Arsenal starting to press. Baptiste hesitated, but managed to deal with it and play it back towards Hedgie. Strong header in there from Sawyer. Always going to be difficult to direct it onto a West Ham player. That was probably the most attacking spell of the game that we've seen from both sides. Arsenal having their best chance other than their goal. And then West Ham keen to drive forward straight after on the break. Here's Segal Jr. Sousa. On Lewis now for Arsenal. Matt Smith now. Zach Orr. Again. And it looks like it's just turned back to how it's been for most of the first half. Arsenal keeping the ball. West Ham defending strong, not allowing too much. These will look to change that. Segal Jr. down this Arsenal left, twisting in and out. Sousa, who initially got in his way, but he still found a chance to get the ball in towards the back post. And a fine header this time from Marquinhos. The first one was more of a tap-in. This one, he guided superbly towards the far corner. And just before half-time, Arsenal have turned it around. It's West Ham United 1, Arsenal 2.
Yeah, that's a terrific header, but I'm sure that Regan will be disappointed. Just got a run on him and obviously got in front of him and directed a great header into the corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. Like you say, 2-1.
Not the tallest of players, Marquinhos. Again, it was superb work down that left-hand side. Charles Segal wasn't distracted by Sousa getting in his way initially. Marquinhos, not the tallest, but got there ahead of Clayton. Pretty decent header towards that near post. And as you say, no chance really for Hedgie. And West Ham United have a minute or so, plus we can just see on the scoreboard behind you the 2 minutes to be added on to try and respond in this first half. So I think that might just change the half-time team talk for Mark Robson. I thought that went out. I think the linesman just hesitated for a moment. Here's Mon Lewis now for the Gunners. Zach Orr. Matt Smith now dribbling towards his own goal. Very close to their own goal with Tom Smith. Mon Lewis. The fiercest West Ham press that we've seen so far. And they've won it back now, and this could be a chance. And going down was a Pierre Forson, just on the edge of the penalty area. West Ham had a free kick about 5 or 10 minutes ago. This is an even better position. And not a bad time to have a free kick like this.
No, and that's come from us really pressing high and aggressively. Maybe that's something that that Robbo and Potsy might look at. Because when they have gone, it looks like we've had a little bit of joy of regains. So, and a good position right before half-time.
And of course, the West Ham opener did come from pressing and putting Zach Orr under pressure. Could be Chester's. Could be Freddie Potts to take. Chester's, who took the first of the free kicks, wasn't accurate with that. 10 minutes to try and improve. Let's see if he can do so just before half-time, as we played just under a minute of the 2 added on at the end of the first half. Once again, the sun shining down on the West Ham number 7. Be a big moment just before the break. Regan Clayton is prepared to join in on the action. Suda left footer. Who would it be? Clayton or Chesters? It's the latter. And straight into the face of the Arsenal number 10, Olienka. That's one more chance for West Ham to try and get it forward, but they've given Arsenal the ball again. Happy to press again, but once more a bit too eagerly. And the referee gives Arsenal the free kick. Just another tug of the shirt there from Apia Forsen. No complaints when the referee awarded the free kick. It's gone over to have a word to Edwards up top for Arsenal, just to make sure he's okay. He does seem okay, the Gunners number 9. This is Tom Smith for Arsenal. And this is half-time at the Rush Green Stadium here at West Ham United training ground. It was the perfect start for the home side, taking the lead. But it didn't last. It only lasted a couple of minutes, in fact, as it's a Marquinhos double, which has turned the tide. And it's West Ham United under-21s 1, Arsenal under-21s 2. We'll take you through the goals. Sakor put under a bit too much pressure in the end. And a cool finish from Sawyer to give West Ham United the lead. He started the move by pressing out at Sakor. And at that point, Tom Smith, who was helping with his side's possession in goal for Arsenal, was caught in no man's land. It made it simple for the number 11 to tuck it away into the far corner. Just a couple of minutes later, theme for Arsenal with Segal Jr. breaking down the left-hand side. It was teasing work away from Baptiste. Superb ball threaded into the back post. Marquinhos to have the easy job to head it home for the Gunners. Pretty much the same again, apart from the assister this time. It was Olienka. As he, the first goal, that floated ball in to the back post. So this one was a little bit more difficult for Marquinhos, as you can see, like that first goal from that left-hand side again. Now Jr. twisting, turning, got away from Greenidge, and that time it was a lot more difficult for Marquinhos, who rose above Clayton and directed his header towards that near corner. No chance for Hedgie. Confident play for Arsenal at the back, and that's what's left West Ham a little bit of a tricky situation going into the half-time interval. They are behind by 2-1 thanks to that header from Marquinhos. All action now, all eyes on the second 45, because the half-time score is West Ham United 1, Arsenal 2. See you for the second half. Welcome back to the Rush Green Stadium in East London, West Ham's training centre. It's West Ham United who trail at the break against the Arsenal under-21s. West Ham United 1, Arsenal 2. We are almost set for second half action. West Ham United looking to improve on the 3-1 defeat on opening day to Fulham. Arsenal looking to improve on the 3-1 victory against Manchester United last weekend. And speaking of victories against Manchester United, something that the gentleman beside me, Kenny Brown, might know a lot about. Back in 1992, a certain winner against Manchester United, handing Leeds the title.
A long time ago, but as my friends, I don't really like talking about it, to be honest.
I had to bring it up at some point. I've gone the first 45 without it. As it is. Arsenal, here we get us underway in this second 45. 2-1 to the good. Everyone joining us from West Ham United's YouTube channel and TikTok page as well. We are live on as Arsenal get us underway with the pass back towards Aziz. It doesn't look like there's any second half or half-time substitutions so far. As Zach Orr is now on it for Arsenal. Aziz back to the number 4 of the Gunners. Tom Smith now. Zach Orr. They're forced to play it first time. The one thing you were saying to me at half-time was when you saw West Ham press at Arsenal, how much problems it was causing it. Well, it looked at the start there that West Ham were very eager to press early on. Marquinhos looks to drive forward for Arsenal, taking on Clayton. He's on a hat-trick, of course. This time he'll try and turn provider, as this could be a chance. And almost the third goal early on in the second 45. Hit off the outside of the post, the wrong side of the post from an Arsenal point of view, and West Ham United get away with one early on in this second 45. Let's take a second look at it. Marquinhos, who's been on the end of every kind of ball towards him in the first half, this time turn provider. And perhaps not the post, perhaps the just the front of the wheel that it hit there.
Just slid past the post, didn't it?
Yeah. West Ham on it with... Sorry, Arsenal on it with Tom Smith. Seemed pretty confident with his distribution in the first half, but a shaky start to the second 45. West Ham United get the throw. And I wonder how much it will affect West Ham from an attacking point of view. They were facing the sun, which looks even more bright and even more daunting looking out from us at this near side. I wonder if that will affect them from an offensive point of view, no longer facing it in the second half. It doesn't seem to be causing Arsenal any problems at the moment as they look to drive forward here, as there's a ball forward towards Edwards, who looked like he didn't quite want it on his left foot, where it ended up in the end. Arsenal look to recycle with Mon Lewis. Aziz finds the skipper, Matt Smith. 1-2 with himself in the end, perhaps. And in the end, a shot towards the goal. A couple of deflections. Arsenal look to keep it alive down this left-hand side with Sangal. There's a ball in, and too close towards Hedgie again. More simple things he'll have to do this evening. But from an attacking point of view, how will the sun will affect these players? I'm sure Hedgie would be pretty happy, not with the sun in his eyes in this second 45. Didn't look too happy with that pass back towards him. He's dealt with it well with a good little long ball out towards that right-hand side as West Ham look to counter beyond the halfway line. Jesters is an option down the left-hand side, but it's a more direct pass. And a rather hopeful shout of a penalty from a Pierre Forson who went down. This is Tom Smith in goal for Arsenal. On Lewis. And West Ham slowed down their press initially. It was still enough because Arsenal give away the throw to the Hammers. Ekwa. This is Forbes now for West Ham United. Clayton. Chester's had a lot of pressure on him. It was a fair challenge from James Sweet as Arsenal now look to hit West Ham down this left-hand side. It's Segal Jr. He goes in onto his stronger right foot, twisting, turning, back onto his left again. And a really strong challenge, an important challenge from Greenwich. lot of shouts from the Arsenal bench of a penalty, but it looked like it was the ball and only the ball from Greenidge there. A really good tackle. It's so tricky, that Arsenal number 11, Segal Jr.
Oh yeah, he just got a bit of it, didn't he?
Really important touch, as you say. Can't stop this Arsenal corner down the left-hand side. Aziz about to take an in-swinging ball. Goes towards that near post. It's headed away. Second time round from Odebeko, who's been quiet from an attacking point of view for West Ham United, but helped out defensively there and helped out again with the press to force the error from Mon Lewis and give West Ham United the throw down the right-hand side. We played 5 minutes of the second half. It's still West Ham United 1, Arsenal 2. Don't forget, there's a lot more action on the West Ham YouTube channel. Mark Noble's documentary, one of our own, out. Plenty of viewers, and it deserves plenty more too. It's a brilliant documentary. It shows how Mark Noble grew up through the academy. All his time during a very transitional stage of West Ham's history. Of course, their move to the new stadium, a change in divisions. It's definitely worth a watch, whether you're a West Ham fan joining us, an Arsenal fan joining us, or just a football fan in general. Superb documentary.
Yeah, can only agree with that. Watched that last night. Fantastic documentary on him.
Perhaps something for these academy boys to watch themselves. They look to follow the footsteps. That's a famous number 16. Here's Aziz for Arsenal. Back off to the left-hand side. It goes towards Mon Lewis. Now Zach Orr. They run across his body before playing the pass out towards James Sweet. There's a little shove in the back from Chesters, but not enough for the referee to force the foul, and West Ham press works again as it's Freddie Potts. This is Apia Forson. Managed to find space just drifting off to the left-hand side. Freddie Potts now finds Ekwa. Little ball between the lines as West Ham look to come on at Arsenal now. Just as I say that, it was passed through from the goal scorer Sawyer. 2 rushed, and Arsenal have it now with Sosa down the left-hand side. Here's Edwards for the Gunners. Did well to come deep, but then he loses out towards Ekwa again. We looked to ping one in behind early on. And once more, too much of a rush pass, and Tom Smith read it in goal for Arsenal, who look to bring it out now with Aziz. So there's no reason why West Ham United feel that they're inferior to this Arsenal side. They did finish above the Gunners in the Premier League 2 last season. 7 points clear, in fact, of West Ham United, who finished second. They're under 21s, but things could be getting worse for them now as Arsenal are in on goal with Edwards, who perhaps just took a little bit too long to get his shot away.
He did, but fantastic defending, though.
It looked, was it Baptiste in the end? It looked like he was miles behind Edwards initially. Superb recovery speed. As you say, a fine challenge. And a corner to come for the Gunners.
Again, it would be a little bit of a worry that they're getting down that left-hand side again. They've already had 2 opportunities now in them same areas that they created their chances in the first half.
And once more on this left-hand side, it is to be the Arsenal corner to be taken by Aziz. They did go short with one of their corners in the first half. They'll change it up in this second as the ball goes in towards the back post. And a couple of deflections. Was it over the line? The flag has stayed down. Was it off the line? If it was superb defending. It will be interesting to take another look, but at the moment West Ham have some more defending to do. Because it's Segal Jr. Aziz on the edge of the penalty area. Strong challenge in there. And now perhaps a chance for West Ham to break and a pull of the shirt, and I'm sure it will be the 3rd yellow card of the evening. I think that's what you call taking one for the team.
I'd like to see that again. It looks like he's hit the post from a yard out.
There is the confirmation, Aziz, who has been booked. That was definitely obvious, that foul, that yellow card. What's not obvious is whether the chance before was over the line, who got the head to it, who got it off the line. We'll see it here. There's a man who has just been booked, took that corner. Zach a fine save, in fact, after it hit the post.
It was a really good save. Great reactions.
This is the man on the ball at the moment, Hadji. Ball pass off to this right-hand side. Teammates weren't doing the same as Arsenal looked to come forward with Segal Jr. These will spread it across to the right-hand side. This is Marquinhos, looking to get it onto a stronger left foot. Have a little back kill towards Matt Smith, and a deflection almost took it goalwards. Another fine save from Hadji, who's been busy at the start of this second half. But he's been consistent in terms of keeping everything out so far.
Tempo of the game has definitely increased, whether that's, you know, partly due to the sun going down and it's now becoming a sort of a nice balmy evening, but it's definitely the tempo's there now on both sides.
I wonder how that will affect the West Ham press, but at the moment it's not working because Arsenal are in, and all the way in for their third goal of the evening. It was a cool finish, really towards the centre of the goal from the Arsenal number 10. It was James Oleyinka. And all of a sudden, with 10 minutes gone in the second half, it seems a long way back for West Ham United.
Yeah, it looked like a well-worked short corner. I don't know how quickly we adjusted to it.
Seemed like it went a long way back before the ball started going forward again. It was this pass from Matt Smith. It was a little bit of a no-look, a little bit of a reverse ball. Would you say too much space there for Oleyinka?
Yeah, obviously on our side, I'm sure Potsy and Robbo will look at that and yeah, giving up too much space and beating too easily on the edge of the box as well.
And 3-1 has been a scoreline that's been familiar with both these sides on the opening day. The same again here, as West Ham United will look to try and get back into it. And they're going the right way about it, trying to break forward early on from the kickoff. So it just didn't work out on that occasion, and Arsenal will get themselves the goal kick. Zach for Arsenal. Seem in control. Things stand. We're still a long way to go in this one. On Lewis. Here comes that West Ham press again, this time on Tom Smith, who finds Zach So well played from Arsenal there to get it off to this right-hand side with James Sweet. Good sliding challenge in there from Freddie Potts. Zach for Arsenal again. I was going to ask you, I wonder if Mark Robson will be doing anything from the bench. It looks like he is planning a change. Perhaps Robertson could be coming on. Be happy if he comes on to a goal back as West Ham look to get that goal back, and they've got it.
Great finish.
And Odebiku, who got the goal in the 3-1 defeat to Fulham on the opening day, might just get the goal to spark a comeback against the Gunners.
All started from Freddie Potts flying in and winning a tackle, and like again that press, winning the ball high up.
That challenge there.
Yeah.
And a fine pass from Chesters, wasn't it?
Exactly. And again, clinical.
Nothing more satisfying for a striker than getting it through the legs of the defender and finding the back of the net. And all of a sudden, game on again.
Keeper hasn't moved, can't do anything about that.
Zach plays it forward for Arsenal. Looked like it came off the arm of Marquinhos. I was just looking at the linesman on this near side to see if he was going to flag, but so the referee took that decision away. So West Ham will get a free kick. They look to keep on growing into this one. Got the deficit back down to 1 goal. Marquinhos might just have to be a little bit careful there, stopping West Ham from taking the quick free kick. Baptiste played the risky ball, but West Ham keep it now. Ekwa. Clayton now down the left-hand side. Chesters came short. Just allowed Arsenal to start to get up the field. There's one long down the line, which is chested down well by Zach Chesters will keep on pressing. as West Ham will go as a unit really now on Tom Smith. Zach Orr. We really can see a change in the energy from these West Ham players since the goal. That looked like it came off Marquinhos, and the linesman on this near side agrees.
Yeah, really good intensity now. I think the goal that you could easily drop when you go 3-1 down, but to get that goal quickly back. Very much on the front foot again now, West Ham.
It looks like West Ham are happy for Arsenal to have the ball now because they know they can win it back in their third. It's really caused both of the West Ham goals. They'll still have to be wary of the Arsenal danger when they do break out of that West Ham United press. A switch on. Rather sweet, too sweet. They have it down the right-hand side now with Marquinhos, who's tricky, he's pacey, he finds Matt Smith. Try to fire a ball towards the West Ham penalty area, but it's deflected behind for a corner to the Gunners. West Ham will hope for some improvements on the defensive point of view from the last Arsenal corner, which led to their third goal. The man who took that will take this to Aziz, this time from the right-hand side. Arsenal have taken a few short corners, but if it does go into the West Ham penalty area, it'll be an out-swinging ball. And it might just be one of the worst corners I've ever seen. And if Sousa didn't get the ball, then he could have been in big trouble there. That will be interesting to take a second look. Looks like Aziz turned into a West Ham player for a second.
Wow, what an incredible corner that was.
The free kick is now given to West Ham United, but if it was given to them just a moment ago on the halfway line, there might have been a different outcome. Here's another look at the corner from Aziz. He was quite clearly looking for Sweet. Ooh, and it did look that the West Ham man got there first.
Yeah, I thought he got some on the ball. He didn't, did he?
And does that go under the eyes of clear and obvious, and you've got all that kind of debate? He's in on goal. There's no more defenders. He does, of course, have the whole half of the pitch to drive forward on. Edebiku, who was complaining, he wanted the foul. But West Ham happy to continue at the moment because they are pressing down this Arsenal right. Won't last, but they'll have it back now with Freddie Potts. Doesn't do too much better with the pass. Baptiste now plays it off to the right-hand side. That's a good little flick in behind. The flag is up against Keenan Appiah-Forson. Here's another look at that corner. I think Aziz won't want to see that bit again. This is the challenge. The foot is there first from Udubeko. It looks like he's been taken out after. There's no one else back for Arsenal, who have definitely got away with one. I think maybe a few more shouts from players around him, and the referee might have had a bit more of a decision to make. Good thing from a West Ham point of view is they keep on doing what they are good at the moment, or what it's shown to be good at the moment in this game with the press. They win it back from Arsenal again and find Baptiste now. Ekwa now plays it towards Forbes. Option down the left-hand side with Clayton. There's a run in behind from Chesters. Is he going to get there first for West Ham United? Sweet putting the pressure on. Aiming for a shove in the back there, Chesters, but the referee isn't having anything of it. As Matt Smith now plays it to the right-hand side. It's Marquinhos returning it to the Arsenal number 8, the captain, looking to drive forward and return it to Marquinhos again. Arsenal look to take it away from West Ham United again. Just slows down, which allows Ekwa to get back. Sweet. Aziz. Olienka. Now Segal Jr. onto his stronger right foot. Plays it back towards Aziz again. West Ham are set up defensively, but pretty much everyone back. They're stopping Arsenal from progressing at the moment. They look to work it down the right-hand side again with Marquinhos. In the end, one too many tricky passes for Arsenal, and West Ham United win it back, and let's see if they can get a break on themselves now. As Potts looks to play one in behind, and it was a risky kick away from Tom Smith. It was always going to be difficult from the Arsenal number 1.
Excellent movement from Meepo there. Bent his run, got in behind.
And he did well to keep on going when he was never favourite really to get to the ball as well. He wins his side the throw. Actually, of course, no, it came back off the West Ham number 9. So all that hard work, all that pressure is only for the Arsenal throw. So West Ham quick to win it back. A touch of fortune from that touch from Baptiste. They are back on it now, West Ham United with Hedgie. Clayton free on this left-hand side. It's a good turn away from, or touch away from Marquinhos. Zach Orr was always reading that ball in behind. West Ham will continue to press. Arsenal deal with it well for now, as Aziz has a little bit of room to drive forward. Sousa off to the left-hand side now. Segal Jr. These again. Here's Zach Orr. Aziz. Mon Lewis now for Arsenal, who are preparing to change themselves on the far side. Give you more information on that as it happens. Aziz. But despite playing in that midfield 3 for Arsenal, seems comfortable just to drop in as things stand. Here's Matt Smith. Reverse ball round the corner to find Edwards. Matt Smith with the most successful of passes second time round, as West Ham very quick to get the numbers forward. An attempted flick round the corner there from Adebiko. Cut out, and here's Marquinhos now for Arsenal. Clayton just creeping up on his back now. Zach being put under more pressure. Just about manages to chip it down the line towards Sweet, but never giving up his Chester, who will keep on going on Sweet, who did well to get away. And can he now cause an Arsenal breakaway with that ball in behind? It was Forbes who read it, and Forbes who got there first for West Ham United. But Arsenal looking to press now at the Hammers, who do well themselves this time to break out down the left with Clayton. That's a good spin away from Sweet. To go on down this left-hand side, Marquinhos is helping out defensively for Arsenal. Yeah, then needed the help from Olayinka to win it back for the Gunners.
Yeah, felt for Regan there. He'd done really well to get out of it, but then got smothered and wasn't many options for him ahead of him.
Aziz was an important turn. He gave the ball away there, then his side might have been in trouble. And here come those changes. It looks like the first of those for the Gunners. It's Mahand who will come on. He replaces Segal Jr. And West Ham United making a change themselves too. Like the number 15, Mumba is coming on for West Ham United. And not a bad time for a drinks break as well. As you've said, for the majority of the second half, the tempo has been a lot better, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a really good second half, I think, from both teams. It's you know, as a neutral as well, I'm sure they're watching this. A lot of good football going end to end. There's more intensity on both sides, especially from West Ham. They've obviously had a look at it at half-time and probably gave them a little bit too much respect. And like you say, they're getting after it and winning the ball higher up the pitch. So it's good to see.
And as we mentioned before, the sun now completely down and not in the way of any defenders or any goalkeepers.
Or us.
Or us. Hoping we did well to hide that, but... Who would you say it affects more when the sun's in your eyes? Of course, being a former defender yourself, would you say it's more defender or the attacker?
I would say only because of the, you know, in defensive, you do lose that ball in the sun, or invariably it could end up in a goal. Where if you're the offensive team, you know, it's not too much of an issue. But yeah, they definitely defend. You know, a back four and the goalkeeper hate defending it, especially at that, like you say, in that second half where the sun is so low. It does affect you.
Here come those next changes as the water break is all done. Like the West Ham change. That member who comes on. He replaces Freddie Potts, I believe. Number 8 off number 15 on for West Ham United. I'll tell you, is that more of an offensive-minded change from West Ham United with member coming on?
Yeah, Divine's, you know, very much an offensive player. Got pace and power.
Arsenal are ready to get us underway, so a change each for both sides. Let's see how that affects the play with 20 to go. Almost on the ball for the Gunners. That's a good little turn away as he looks to now play one down the line. Ekwa now for West Ham United. And it's a kind of pass which will start the Arsenal press. The Hedgie finds Baptiste. Ekwa back towards the Hammers goalkeeper again. Fine pass towards Ekwa through the lines. Can West Ham United start a break? There's a ball in behind and this could be a big chance. And again, it was Tom Smith who got there, but this time the move stays alive. As Edebiku tries to play it across to the substitute, Divine Mumba. In the end, it just breaks down from a West Ham United point of view. But Arsenal were opened up there. Of course, they only have the 1-goal lead now. Next goal is a big one, as Arsenal are the side that look to get it this time. Down the right-hand side, it's Olienka who plays it across the face of goal, and perhaps that should have been that killer goal. It was Edwards with the chance.
Got a brilliant ball in, though.
I think if it was Marquinhos, based on what we've seen from his heading ability in that first half, perhaps it might have been a different outcome. In the end, it was skied well over from Edwards. If you look at that West Ham United break again with that pass in behind, Tom Smith might have just been lucky on a couple of occasions. Maybe he might be forced into action here as Clayton tries to play one across. In the end, it was just too far past the substitute Mumba. We will get it now, the number 15. Plays it back towards Greenidge. Looked like there was room for a cross, but West Ham will like to work it around the Arsenal penalty area or the edge of it. That was strong defending this time with his head from Marquinhos. Here's Sweet. Olianka. Zakor now. And Tom Smith let it run across his body. Substitute Divine Mumba had his arm in the air, trying to see if that had crossed the line. Here's Sweet now for Arsenal, just beyond the halfway line. Plays it down the line. It's a chance to break forward for Marquinhos. Go onto his stronger left foot initially, then back out onto his right. Floats one towards the back post, and all it needed was an Arsenal head. And getting there first for West Ham United in the end was Greenidge, who was brought down just to relieve the pressure.
Game's really opened up. Like you say, they both know how important the next goal is.
And it seems every time West Ham United try to push forward to get that equaliser, Arsenal come just as close down the other end. Mahan that time at the back post, who wasn't close enough initially to get onto the end of that ball. It was his foul in the end on Greenidge. West Ham United to take the free kick. Baptiste didn't make it too easy for Hedgie in goal for West Ham United, but he's dealt with it. And that's a ball down the line towards Chesters. 3 Arsenal players around him. Chesters once more. Hedgie. So many Arsenal numbers forward, but now they're going to have to get back because West Ham United have done brilliantly to break the press as they've got it down this right-hand side. It's Greenidge. Looks to play the more direct ball forward. And it was always going to be difficult for Edebiku to take it down. It's Sweet now for Arsenal. Zakor. Arsenal look to do their best impression of West Ham United in terms of pressing for a moment just before. Now they switch it off to the left-hand side. Mahand will get it down the line. and take on Baptiste. First real involvement for the substitute as he gets it onto his right foot, shoots towards goal. And it was a rather tame effort in the end, and Hedgie did well to clutch. Did even better to distribute. What a throw up to the halfway line. Can West Ham make something of it? Mumba. Great little spin away from trouble, away from Matt Smith and from Aziz. Forced a foul. West Ham United get themselves a free kick. It was Mahand who was driving forward. Works the angle. In the end, let it go with the effort towards goal. Tame, and it was easy for Hedgie to save. Still good work from the goalkeeper to keep hold of it, and that's what started the West Ham United attack. It's ended up via the free kick and them having the possession. Was that kept in play? Yes, it was. The linesman on this near side was in the perfect position to see that. It won't matter too much from an Arsenal point of view. They've got the ball back now with Aziz. Plays it off to the left-hand side. Lino Sousa. On Luis now. Zach Orr. Here comes that West Ham press again, led by Chesters. Just looked like he was the only one going forward for a moment. And that's when gaps start to appear, which Arsenal are trying to exploit now. On Lewis. Sousa. Hand plays it back again towards Aziz. He'll go more direct towards Marquinhos. The flag has stayed down. Clayton did so well from a defensive point of view from West Ham United, and then to win the free kick.
Yeah, Regan done well there.
So at that point, from an Arsenal point of view, with just the 1-goal lead, do they look to try and press on at West Ham United? They'll risk the Hammers hitting them on the break. They just try and keep the possession. At the moment, it's the first option that they look to be taking as Edwards looks to drive forward as he plays it off to the left-hand side, and this could be a chance for the Gunners. The man who set up the first goal, Olienka, just ran too much in the end. Hedgie gets it away for West Ham United. Just under 15 minutes to try and get back into this game. They are preparing another substitute. For now, they're just going to have to deal with this Arsenal pressure as it's Sweet down the right-hand side. Matt Smith finds Zach Orr. For a moment there, everyone for West Ham United inside their own half. That quickly ends. Now the ball's in their half, which is where they don't want it to be, as Arsenal look to drive forward. And in the end, it was Sousa who went on, but onto the wrong foot in the end. His right foot, it was his weaker foot, and it showed it there as his effort skied over the bar.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing Arsenal's fullbacks, especially Lino, coming into them central midfield areas. Obviously, first team, we saw it last week with Manchester City. I think more teams are looking at that, different ways of playing. The fullback role has definitely changed.
Well, of course, you say that. You mentioned Manchester City, their fullback Cancelo now wears that number 7 shirt, so I think that explains it more than anything.
Absolutely.
Here's Clayton now down the left-hand side for West Ham United. It's to chip it down the line. It's always going to be difficult for the West Ham substitute member to get there, but he'll keep on pressing on at Tom Smith now for Arsenal, who dealt with it coolly to find Aziz. He's got space now to drive forward for the Gunners. Plays it off to the left-hand side. Well taken in the end by Sousa. On Lewis. Plays it towards Aziz again. There's space down the right-hand side for Sweet. Aziz took the simple route to find Zach Orr, and here is Sweet now down the right-hand side. Looking to drive past Chesters. He goes beyond him, but not beyond Clayton. He's been solid from that left-back position in this second half. Yeah, played with the under-19s a couple of weeks ago, but fitting in well with the under-21s here in the Premier League 2. The Premier League 2, a competition that wasn't there when the likes of Mark Noble was in the academy. It's worth another mention. Documentary, one of our own, out now, not too far away from where you are, the West Ham YouTube channel. Make sure to check that one out after this. A superb watch. Mark Noble's career through the academy, right to the end. Key moments, not just his career, but the club's career, mixed into the documentary. As Arsenal coming forward now with Marquinhos just on the edge of the penalty area, swings one towards the, I would say, back post, but I don't think it quite made it that far. As West Ham now look to break out down the right-hand side. They might have a chance here with Sawyer. Slowed it down, waiting for an option. Chester's coming in at the near side, but Sawyer will keep on going on and on. Ooh. And it looked like there was a touch there from Tom Smith. And the corner is given to West Ham United. Well spotted from the referee. And time for a change now for the Hammers. Look at that chance again.
I'll be amazed if there's not another goal in this game.
I hope you haven't jinxed that now.
No, well, both ways it just seems that, yeah, but like you say, it's, well, we got just over 10 minutes to play.
And there is a change up top for West Ham United. It's Mipo Odebeko who comes off, and Archie Woods will come on to replace him. See if he can come straight on to try and find West Ham United their equaliser. First, the referee's got to sort out some pushing and shoving within that Arsenal box. Clayton, who's been superb defensively for West Ham United. See if he can work something out from an attacking point of view from this corner. It's going to be an out-swinging ball deep towards the back post as it's headed back towards Ekwa. Onalika, who was there first for Arsenal, just to toe punt it away. West Ham United get the throw to continue with this pressure on the Arsenal under-21s. That throw is taken by Greenidge. Gets it back again. Can't keep it second time round. The hand in the end. His pass was loose. A little bit of confusion from the referee. He's trying to find some help from the fourth official and the linesman on the far side as to whose throw is to be awarded to. Giving it to the away side. Now Sousa will take the throw for Arsenal just beyond the halfway line. Plays it towards Aziz. The West Ham forcing Arsenal all the way back again to their goalkeeper, Tom Smith. It's a high ball out towards Sweet. Fine bit of control from the Arsenal number 2. Matt Smith. Zach Orr will get the return. A heavy first touch, which presented the opportunity for Apia Forson to win it back for West Ham United. That's a good little pass back towards the substitute Archie Woods. Here's Baptiste now for West Ham United. Sawyer, the opener for the Hammers, took the lead. That seems a long time ago now. Goal that could be very helpful if they are to find an equaliser in the last 8 minutes or so. They're not going to do it like that, giving the ball back to Arsenal. Zach Orr. And on the right-hand side, it goes with Sweet, and it was a risky kind of back pass, and Tom Smith will get there first for Arsenal. Bit of confusion, could have been costly. Here's Clayton for West Ham United. The West Ham substitute, Archie Woods, finds Baptiste. Michael Forbes now. It's Arsenal's turn to sit deep. West Ham to keep the ball. Great as I say that. They start pressing now with their number 9, Edwards. Here's Greenidge for West Ham United. A good ball forward and a great little touch and take from the West Ham United number 10. In the end, an inaccurate pass from Apia Forson, who tried to thread that ball in behind as Arsenal look to come forward down the other end now with Marquinhos. Matt Smith now moving to the right from the centre and playing one in behind, and this could be dangerous for Arsenal as the ball is flashed across the face of goal, and it was cleared not once but twice as it looked like for sure that Edwards was just going to touch it in.
Some real emergency defending there from West Ham.
There was one earlier on in the second half that we weren't sure if it crossed the line. I'm sure we'll have a look at this chance too. It was Hedgie who was called into action initially there to get that touch,
Yeah,
which was
that's a brilliant
vital just to
hand.
get it behind Edwards, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Jamal clearing it off the line.
Two heroic, I would say, bits of defending there from West Ham United as Arsenal get on with the free kick. Look to kill it off now with good intricate play down the left-hand side as Mahan tries to play the ball in. It's hammered away by Ekwa. Member tries to put the press on, but Arsenal keep the possession. Zach Orr now. Pass to the right-hand side, it's Sweet. Is Marquinhos. Aziz. Great little reverse pass around the corner to find Mahan there from Sweet. Sasa down the left-hand side. Finds Matt Smith, looks to drive forward for Arsenal. Driving towards the centre for now. Aziz. And here's Marquinhos, a little bit of room. Clayton will quickly close that down as Marquinhos plays the ball in towards the edge of the penalty area. That's away by Ekwa. Good play from Clayton to win the header. He wanted the foul, he won't get it. Shake of the head from the referee. And Arsenal back on the ball with Zach Orr finding Mon Lewis. Not been afraid to press since coming on. Initially, he was the only one doing it. So now they go together, West Ham United, but it might be too little too late because Arsenal come forward with Sousa. Plays it off to the left-hand side. Here's Mahan. Looked dangerous off that left-hand side since coming off the bench. Thought about the cross, instead reversed it back towards Sousa. Now we'll switch it to this near side. Here's Marquinhos. Linka plays it back towards Sweet. Matt Smith. It's probably the most controlled bit of possession we've seen from Arsenal in this second half. They make an attack of it as they look to here with Aziz, who plays it around the outside towards Marquinhos. Another flashed ball across the face of the West Ham United goal. Once more, there was no one there at the back post for Arsenal.
Yeah, a bit of a charmed life our goals having at the moment.
At the moment, West Ham United hanging on in there. A strike towards goal was always going to be comfortable for Hedgie. He's had a lot of catching practice in this game.
His hands have been very clean, haven't they?
Clayton wins the throw down the left-hand side for West Ham United. Here's that Arsenal chance before. Marquinhos down the right-hand side. Just behind Edwards in the end. So close to finding the Arsenal fourth as West Ham United are set to make another change. Junior Robinson, who comes on to replace the first goal scorer, Sawyer. The Arsenal will follow that up with looks like a couple of changes themselves. 2.5 minutes of normal time to go at the Rush Green Stadium. West Ham United 2, Arsenal 3. So it looks like Edwards is to make way, along with the Arsenal number 10, Olienka, who almost had a chance on that Marquinhos cross just before. Akinola is one of the players to come on for Arsenal. Set for the West Ham United throw. Which is to be taken now by Clayton. Ekwa. Arsenal quick to press with the substitute Akinola, who was able to win it back. It looks like he's trying to cause an instant impact, but his pass was just inaccurate in the end. Mahan was never going to get to it. It was good work there from the fullback Greenidge to force the free kick, force the foul. Butler Oyedeji, as you can see, is the second of the Arsenal changes. This is Clayton now down the left-hand side for West Ham. Archie Woods trying to hang on to the ball. A lot of Arsenal pressure on him. Forbes now with a drilled pass forward. Great touch from Mumbu. Here's Ekwa, finds Baptiste. As West Ham United look for a late break. Greenidge down the right-hand side looking for options. Finds one just behind with Ekwa. A chip ball forward towards Mumbu. The flag stays down, just on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. Think about getting a ball into the Arsenal box. Instead goes back towards Greenidge. Ekwa now looking to drive through the middle. Almost get it back down the right-hand side. There was a nick of an Arsenal defender. And behind it goes for a corner to West Ham United. We are in the 90th minute. Just about to find out how much time is to be added on. It looks like 4 minutes is about to be raised. Find out in about 5 seconds' time. But first, all eyes on this West Ham United corner. Clayton to take. 4 minutes have been indicated at the end by the fourth officials. It goes high, it goes deep towards the back post, and in the end, it's a really disappointing corner kick. Not as disappointing as what Arsenal did a few minutes ago from their corner. The cleanness of passes back from the Arsenal substitute. West Ham United back on the ball, and they try and make a move forward. 3.5 minutes to try and find something out of this one. You would say they've deserved something, particularly with the second half performance, the way they've pressed out at Arsenal.
Yeah, very much so. I think we've had an excellent second half.
Here's Baptiste. Heavy touch, and too heavy in the end. Couldn't keep it in play. Arsenal get a throw. So get on with it quickly down the left-hand side. Mahan tried to drive forward. It looked like he was taken down, or perhaps put himself to the ground. That was the case, and fair play, good refereeing. Here's Baptiste for West Ham United. Ekwa's got a little bit of time to turn. Chesters is thinking about making the run in behind on the near side. Seemed a bit frustrated that the ball wasn't played, but he'll be happy now because not he, but Clayton has it down the left-hand side, and here is Chesters. But the overlapping run from Clayton instead tries to twist his way back. Play it back towards Forbes. Ekwa now for West Ham United. Chipped it out towards the right-hand side. It's Greenidge. Still time for one, maybe two more West Ham chances. They only need one to get that equaliser, as it's Clayton who will deliver that ball towards the centre of the penalty area, and there almost was that goal. It was the substitute. It was Mumba who tried to head it on towards the far post, just a bit too wide in the end.
Yeah, great ball in by Regan. I just didn't get enough on the header, did he?
Despite both the Arsenal centre-backs, Zach Orr, Non Lewis, being significantly taller than the West Ham substitute, still managed to get there first.
Yeah, there was a real desire from Divine to get his head on that first. Just couldn't direct it inside them goalposts.
That might just leave only time for one last West Ham attack. They'll have to get it back rather quickly. Baptiste almost did. Header is one on by the Arsenal substitute. Marquinhos plays it towards Matt Smith as they look to come down this right-hand side now with Sweet. Here is Matt Smith. The ball towards the centre to find Aziz. Matt Smith returns it to the Arsenal number 6. An option down the left-hand side with Sousa. Good first-time ball from Mahan. Chipped ball towards the right-hand side for Marquinhos. Clayton did get there, but couldn't retain the ball. Sweet. Pass to Oyedeji was blocked off. Arsenal would take it because they do have a throw. They'll be happy to keep the ball for the remainder of this last minute of stoppage time. West Ham United trying to push for a late winner. Sorry, equaliser. Might just feel like a winner. So the flag is up there against the Arsenal substitute, Oyedeji. West Ham United going to have to take it quickly and get it forward quickly. A few seconds on the clock to go. Here's Ekwa. And that's not what they would have wanted. It was a loose ball. And in the end, it was the last of the action. And there's been plenty of action, that's for sure, in both the first and the second 45. West Ham seemed down and out at 3-1 to Arsenal. They managed to get a goal back. In the end, that does make the full-time score at the Rush Green Stadium. West Ham United 2, Arsenal 3. There were plenty of goals, plenty of chances, particularly in that second half. How did you enjoy that one, Kenny?
Yeah, very much so. I think both sets of coaches will be happy with the performances. Obviously, you know, we're going to be disappointed in losing, but definitely not by the application and the attitude of the players. Yeah, really entertaining game. It's great that football's back here at Rush Green. Brilliant Friday night football. It's always under the lights. It's always special, and they didn't let us down tonight.
Not a bad atmosphere too. A lot of fans have made the trip out. As we will look at the goals again, it almost seemed like it was going to be West Ham's evening with that goal from Sawyer. Managed to pass it towards the far corner, but this was the press that we were talking about, which we saw a lot more of in the second half for West Ham United. Worked early on to give the Hammers the lead. And Arsenal were quick to reply. It was their number 10, Olienka, who was twisting, turning inside the penalty area, and this perfect dinked ball towards the back post. Marquinhos had the simple job to header it home. The quick reply for Arsenal. Look again at this footwork from Olienka. Little shimmy before getting it on towards the outside of Baptiste.
Looked like he was just running out of ideas then and produced like that really clever flip.
Well, it was a lot more difficult for Marquinhos with this second header. A similar move, again down the left-hand side. A different assister this time. It's Segal Jr., who almost had Sousa in his way. A similar ball, much different header, but equally as good from Marquinhos to find the near corner. And as you said in commentary, Hadji had absolutely no chance with that. Same kind of shimmy onto that outside from Segal Jr. and what we saw in the first goal. He then reversed it back into his right foot, his stronger right foot, and it showed it there with the cross towards Marquinhos. That's what's made it 2-1 to Arsenal. Well, they doubled their advantage to make it 3-1 from the corner. We really did see a contrast in corner abilities this evening. This was one of the better ones from Arsenal, as they worked it well off to that left-hand side. For the man who set up the first goal, finished off the third, Olienka with the goal for the Gunners. A fine finish inside the penalty area.
Yeah, it'll be clever if you're an Arsenal, member of staff. You'll be clever. You'll be pleased with that. But obviously, on the flip side of that, I'm sure Robbo and Potsy won't be happy with the way we defended that short corner.
Well, for many teams, it would have been down and out at 3-1 down. For West Ham United, they were quick with the response. They were quick to press. It was that slide challenge from Freddie Potts which started the move. Fine ball from Chesters, and an even better finish from Udebeko. So Arsenal, who did have success playing it out from the back for quite a few times in this game, but not on that occasion. West Ham United quick to win it back, and clinical too. That was it for the goals. It looked on many occasions like we were going to get a few more, really, for either West Ham or Arsenal. But in the end, the full-time score here at the Rush Green Stadium is West Ham United 2, Arsenal 3. I've been your commentator, Tyler Morris. Beside me, former West Ham United player Kenny Brown. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Absolute pleasure. Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. And make sure to go and check out that Mark Noble documentary after. It really is a superb watch on the West Ham United YouTube channel, and a fine way to leave it there. Thank you all for watching.